know him for his fearsome appearance, his deadly double-bladed lightsaber, and his relentless pursuit for vengeance. But who really is the red and black menace lurking in the shadows of the Star Wars saga? That's right, today we're talking about none other than Darth Maul. Have you ever wondered what drives a Sith Lord like Maul, what lies beneath that terrifying exterior, or how he managed to survive against all odds? How did this apprentice of Darth Sidious become one of the most formidable warriors in the galaxy? Today, we're diving into the full story of Darth Maul, from his origins on Dathomir to his final showdown on the sands of Tatooine.
This is my apprentice, Darth Maul.
Let's start at the very beginning. Did you know that Darth Maul was born on the eerie, mist-shrouded planet of Dathomir? This dark and mystical world steeped in the Force is where Maul's incredible story begins. Maul was born into a tribe known as the Night Brothers, a clan of fierce Zabrak warriors. But his destiny was to be far more sinister. Maul was the son of Mother Talzin, a powerful witch of the Night Sisters, known for their mastery of dark magics. But here's where it gets really interesting. Maul's life took a dramatic turn when he was taken as a child by none other than Darth Sidious, the future Emperor of the galaxy. Under Sidious's wing, Maul transformed from a Dathomirian Zabrak into a formidable Sith apprentice. His training was brutal and relentless, honing his natural agility, strength, and the connection to the dark side of the Force. Maul became a living weapon, embodying the Sith's rage and thirst for power. And let's not forget Maul's striking appearance. Those red and black markings on his skin, they're not just for show. These are traditional tattoos of his people, symbolizing strength and power. Combined with his crown of intimidating horns and piercing yellow eyes, Maul's appearance is as unforgettable as his combat skills. But there is more to Maul than just his fearsome look. His journey is a tale of betrayal, survival, and relentless quest for vengeance. So with a background as complex and shadowy as Maul's, it's no wonder he became one of the most iconic villains in the Star Wars universe. But how did this Sith apprentice first make his mark?
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Imagine being trained by the future Emperor himself. Maul's early missions under Darth Sidious were shrouded in secrecy, but they were crucial in shaping him into the fearsome warrior we know. He was more than just an apprentice, he was a shadowy agent, carrying out the Sith's clandestine plans with deadly efficiency. One of Maul's most defining features is his extraordinary combat skills. Trained by Sidious, Maul mastered various forms of lightsaber combat, becoming a whirlwind of destruction in battle. But what truly set him apart was his weapon of choice, the iconic double-bladed lightsaber. This lethal weapon, a rarity among Sith and Jedi alike, became a symbol of Maul's unique fighting style and ruthless efficiency. Maul's mastery of the dark side of the Force was nothing short of impressive. Beyond his combat prowess, Maul's deep dive into the dark side and Sith philosophy is crucial to understanding his character. Maul saw power as the ultimate goal, a view shaped by the harsh teachings of Darth Sidious. His adherence to Sith traditions, including the Rule of Two, was a constant throughout his life, even as he navigated his own path separate from his master. Maul's perspective on power, betrayal, and the nature of the dark side offers a window into the mind of the Sith Lord, torn between loyalty to his teachings and a desire to forge his own destiny. He used his anger and hatred to fuel his power, channeling these dark emotions into devastating attacks. His agility and strength were enhanced by his deep connection to the dark side, making him an almost unstoppable force in battle. Can you imagine facing an adversary like Maul in combat? His presence was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. But Maul's rise to power was not without its challenges. His path was paved with trials that truly tested his loyalty, his strength, and his resolve as a Sith. The Naboo crisis was a pivotal moment in the galaxy, and at the centre of it all was Darth Maul. This was the stage where Maul's true power and purpose as a Sith apprentice were put to the ultimate test. As the Trade Federation laid siege to the peaceful planet of Naboo, Maul was dispatched by his master to deal with the growing Jedi interference. His mission? To confront and eliminate the Jedi Knights who threatened their plans. The Battle of Naboo saw Maul face off against two of the Order's finest, Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn and his apprentice, Obi-Wan Kenobi. In the depths of the Theed Palace power generator, Maul engaged in one of the most unforgettable lightsaber duels in Star Wars history. But in a shocking turn of events, Maul's overconfidence became his downfall. After fatally wounding Qui-Gon Jinn, Maul was caught off guard by a young Kenobi who, fueled by grief and determination, managed to defeat the Sith, severing him in half and sending him plummeting down a reactor shaft. It seemed here Maul had met his end, and with his supposed death, the Sith's meticulous plans were thrown into disarray. Could you imagine the impact of Maul's defeat on Darth Sidious? For a moment it appeared that the Sith's grand scheme was jeopardized, but as we know, things are rarely as they seem.
Revenge. I must have revenge.
After fighting against the odds, Maul survived and began his new chapter marked by pain, rage, and a thirst for vengeance. Fueled by his intense hatred for Obi-Wan Kenobi and an unyielding will to live, Maul clung to life. But survival came at a cost. He found himself on the junkyard planet of Lothal Minor, where he spent years in exile, forgotten by the galaxy. In Exile, Maul underwent a profound transformation, both mentally and physically. Maul's psychological journey is as compelling as his physical battles. Throughout his life, he displayed remarkable resilience and adaptability. His time in exile was a crucible that tested his mental fortitude. Haunted by defeat and driven by vengeance, Maul's mind became a battleground of its own. This psychological warfare continued as he rose to become a crime lord. His motivations during this period were complex, blending a desire for revenge with a pragmatic approach to survival and power. Maul's mental resilience and adaptability are key to understanding how he overcame adversity and remained a formidable force in the galaxy. His lower half was replaced by a crude, spider-like set of mechanical legs. His body was a reflection of his shattered mind. Haunted by memories of his past and burning with thoughts of revenge, Maul's sanity teetered on the edge. But fate had other plans for Maul. Rediscovered by his brother, Savage Opress, and restored by the dark magics of Mother Talzin, Maul emerged from exile not just as a survivor, but as a vengeful force to be reckoned with. His physical form was restored, now sporting a more robust set of cybernetic legs. Back in the galaxy, Maul's singular focus was revenge, but Maul's journey wasn't a solitary one. His complex relationship with his brother Savage Opress played a pivotal role in his journey. Savage, also a product of Dathomir's dark magic, became both an ally and a tool in Maul's quest for power. Together they forged a path of chaos and destruction, but their bond was fraught with the Sith's inherent betrayal and manipulation. During the Siege of Mandalore, Maul's interactions with Ahsoka Tano, a former Jedi Padawan, further highlighted his cunning and strategic mind. Maul's ability to both collaborate and clash with these key characters reveals the layers and complexities of his motivations and his struggle within the dark side. The Clone Wars provided the perfect backdrop for his return. He sought to make those who wronged him pay, most notably his former master, Darth Sidious, and his nemesis, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maul's quest for vengeance led him down a path of destruction, forming alliances and even briefly claiming the mantle of power on Mandalore. Maul's actions had significant repercussions on the larger Star Wars narrative. His influence on the fall of Mandalore and the subsequent rise of the Galactic Empire are prime examples. Maul's indirect role in these events showcases his ability to shape galactic history, albeit often from the shadows. His interactions with key characters and involvement in major conflicts underscore his importance in the broader Star Wars universe. Imagine being driven by such a powerful desire for revenge. Maul's journey during the Clone Wars was a testament to his resilience and determination, but also a reminder of how revenge can consume and drive one's existence.
Every choice you have made has led you to this moment.
Maul's journey after his return was marked by a relentless quest for power and revenge. His ambitions led him to create the Shadow Collective, a formidable alliance of powerful and ruthless criminal organizations. Maul's charisma and strategic mind were key in uniting the likes of the Black Sun, the Pike Syndicate, and even the notorious Death Watch under one banner. His goal? To challenge his enemies on multiple fronts and carve out his own empire. This alliance wasn't just about power, it was a carefully crafted tool in Maul's grand scheme of vengeance. The pinnacle of Maul's quest for power was the daring takeover of Mandalore. Using the Shadow Collective, Maul orchestrated a complex plan to dethrone Duchess Satine Kryze and install himself as the ruler, a move that changed the fate of the planet. But Maul's actions didn't go unnoticed. They led to intense confrontation with old foes, including his nemesis, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and his former master, Darth Sidious. These encounters were more than just battles, they were clashes of ideals, power, and revenge. Maul's confrontation with Sidious on Mandalore showcased the depth of Maul's hatred and the limits of his power. Despite his skills and determination, Maul was ultimately outmatched by Sidious, a crushing defeat that led to his capture. Yet, Maul's story is one of resilience. Even after capture and defeat, he managed to escape and rise again. Maul's tenacity saw him return to the criminal underworld, eventually leading Crimson Dawn, one of the galaxy's most influential crime syndicates. This new role as a crime lord was a far cry from his days as a Sith apprentice, but it was a testament to his adaptability and enduring quest for influence. Can you imagine the turmoil within Maul during this period? His quest for power was driven by his desire for revenge, but it also revealed his complexity as a character, someone who refused to be defined by his past, constantly evolving and adapting to the challenges that he faced. So let's explore how his later life further shaped his legacy and the course of galactic history.
You and I will be working much more closely from now on.
While the Empire tightened its grip on the galaxy, Maul operated from the shadows. No longer a Sith, yet still a formidable Force user, he maneuvered within the fringes of the galaxy, always with an eye on his ultimate goals: revenge against those who wronged him and an end to the Sith rule. Maul's vendetta was deeply personal. This burning desire for revenge kept him going, fueling his actions as he sought any opportunity to strike at those he believed responsible for his suffering. In his quest of power and knowledge, Maul sought the Sith Holocron, an ancient artifact believed to hold the key to unimaginable power. This search led him to the planet Malachor, a place steeped in dark-side history and secrets. It was on Malachor that Maul's path crossed with Ezra Bridger, a young Jedi apprentice. Recognizing potential in Bridger, Maul saw an opportunity to manipulate and use the boy for his own ends. Together, they navigated the treacherous Sith Temple, but their alliance was fraught with deception and conflicting agendas. His interactions with Ezra reveal much about his complexity, a blend of mentor and manipulator, driven by a deep-seated need for revenge and a desire to regain lost power. Maul's story does continue in the animated series Rebels, where he emerges as a complex figure entangled with the Rebel Alliance. His encounters with the key characters here, like Kanan Jarrus and Hera Syndulla, highlight his ongoing influence in the galaxy. Maul's manipulation of Ezra Bridger in particular showcases his continued ambition and cunning, as he seeks to use the young Jedi for his own ends. But this is where the life of Maul approaches its end. So let's continue with his final confrontation.
Kenobi. Kenobi!
As all stories do, Maul's journey eventually led to its final act, a confrontation steeped in history, rivalry, and a quest for closure. His path took him to the desolate sands of Tatooine for one last duel with his old adversary, Obi-Wan Kenobi. On the arid world of Tatooine, Maul finally tracked down Kenobi, the Jedi who had eluded and defeated him so many years ago. Their encounter was not just a clash of lightsabers, but the culmination of years of hatred, pain, and a desperate search for meaning. Their final duel was brief yet poignant. Unlike their previous battles, it was marked by a calmness and sense of inevitability. Maul, driven by revenge, faced Kenobi, who had found peace in his exile. In a few swift moves, their fates were sealed. In his final moments, Maul lay in Kenobi's arms, a bitter enemy offering a moment of compassion. Maul's last words were a question about the Chosen One, the prophesied figure destined to bring balance to the Force. In hearing Kenobi's affirmation, Maul found a sliver of solace, believing that this Chosen One would avenge them both against the Sith. Maul's death marked the end of an era. His life was a tapestry of conflict, loss, and a relentless pursuit of revenge. Yet, in his final moments, there was a glimpse of understanding and acceptance. Maul's legacy in Star Wars is complex. A villain, a survivor, and a character whose story echoes the consequences of the dark side and the perils of unbridled ambition.
He will avenge us.
So there we have it, the story of Darth Maul. From his origins on the mysterious planet of Dathomir to his dramatic fall and rise and ultimately his poignant end on Tatooine, Maul's journey is a compelling saga of resilience, revenge, and the relentless pursuit of power. Maul's story is more than just a tale of a Sith Lord, it's a narrative of transformation and survival. He began as that fearsome apprentice under Darth Sidious, grew into a formidable warrior in his own right, and ultimately became a complex figure navigating the murky waters of the galaxy's criminal underworld. His skills in combat, mastery of the dark side, and unyielding spirit made him one of the most iconic characters that Star Wars has produced. If you think about Maul's journey, how it shaped the events of the galaxy and left its mark on the Star Wars narrative, what are your thoughts on Darth Maul's character and his role in the saga? Do you see him as a true villain, a victim of circumstance, or something more complex? If you've enjoyed this video today, diving into the life and legacy of Darth Maul, please don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments down below. Your engagement will really help the channel grow and lead to me being able to spend more time creating more content for you. And with that, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time.
What fun! What fun!